You're going to start off by using puff pastry dough, which you can find in the freezer section of the grocery store. Make sure you thaw it out ahead of time. I like to refrigerate it during the night before. Each package is going to contain 2 sheets of puff pastry. This particular recipe, we are just going to be using one of the sheets. Keep in mind that during the demonstration, I will just be using half of one, but each group will be using one whole puff pastry. You're first going to unroll the puff pastry. It is going to be about 9 by 9 inches square. You can use a ruler to measure this. Otherwise, you can also just use the base of the rolling pin to roll it out to be a 10-inch square. So you're just lightly stretching it out to be about 1 inch longer than what it started. Remember, for this demonstration, I'm just going to be using half of the amount that the students would be working with. I'm going to open it up and I will brush some of the melted butter on the lower half of my dough. Following the butter, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of the sugar mixture onto this. Remember, because I'm using half, I'm just using 1 tablespoon. But you're going to sprinkle it all over that lower half, pushing it down, and then folding it in half, and again sealing it down. At this point, you're going to use a ruler to make notches about every 3/4 of an inch so that we have even strips. So I like to make my notches first and then take my ruler back in to make the full cuts. For each strip, you're just going to take the folded half and then basically pretend like you're just about to tie a shoe. So flip it around, pull it through, and boom, there you go. And you're going to repeat that with all of the remaining strips. So you can cut all of your strips at once and then go back in and make all of your knots. After your knots are made, you can place them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and then we are going to use the egg wash from the recipe to lightly coat the top of each pastry. And you will repeat this with all of your knots. Bake these in a 400-degree oven for about 15 to 18 minutes until golden brown. After they're fully baked, you're going to coat each one with the sugary goodness left over from before, and enjoy!